So at the time of recording this, the Utah Jazz are up 125 to I think 88. Jordan Clarkson just got his triple double, first triple double. I can't remember when it was, like 2005 or something like that. It was since like Darren Williams or something like that. I can't remember, but that's impressive. Congrats to Jordan Clarkson. It's only fitting that he gets the triple double coming off the bench as a sixth man. Again, the Jazz are looking terrific. The Jazz are just they're rolling. They are rolling. They have improved defensively. They have improved offensively. Much fewer turnovers. Much better defense. Not just zone defense, but man-to-man defense. They have been improving every single game, and it's just so great to see, especially as a Jazz fan who's grown up watching the Utah Jazz, supporting the Utah Jazz. I mean, prior rebuilds felt a lot quicker than this rebuild. It could have been because I was, I think like 7 years old on the first Jazz rebuild when they moved on from, Karl Malone went to the Lakers and then John Stockton retired. Same thing with Darren Williams and Carlos Boozer. Previous rebuilds felt a lot faster, but again, I could have just been a lot younger and didn't follow the Jazz every waking minute of the day like I do now. So that's probably why. But again, Jordan Clarkson just got the first triple-double in the regular season since like 2005 or something. So really great. So amazing. Fun game. But I did make a few key points that I wanted to go over really quick. I wrote down a few key points, and bear with me here because, again, this is just I wanted to do a post-game reaction while it was fresh on my mind. The game is still going on. The Jazz are up a lot. Let me see. 120. Okay, it's still 125 to 88, but still, it's the fourth quarter with. Let me pull it up on my phone. A minute, 20 seconds to go, and the Jazz are up by 37. Yeah, 37. So the Jazz are probably going to win. But point is, though, is that I wrote down a few key points that I wanted to share. So the majority of this game just shows the Jazz can be competitive against any team, and they proved it in their win over the Heat, too, which is why it used to frustrate me when they weren't competitive and they just got blown out. So against the Heat, the Jazz had 29 assists and only 10 turnovers. To be honest, I believe that's replicable. So far, they've done it tonight against the Mavs. I think that the Jazz can do. I think the Jazz can do that game in and game out. To be honest, I really do think they can do that game in and game out. The Jazz had 19 assists in the first half versus the Mavs and had very few turnovers. Granted, the Mavs had very few turnovers too, but when you go from 30th in the NBA in turnovers to, I think, like 10th, that's pretty great. And let me see here. Hold on. The Jazz actually had a 15-point lead in the first half, despite Markkanen only scoring 6 points in the first half. Granted, Markkanen scored or assisted on the first 8 third-quarter points, so he did turn it around. But still, the Jazz were winning despite Markkanen having a really slow start. Chris Dunn had created plays that led to runs, and honestly, he made the right play when they needed it. And he absolutely has been key to the success that the Jazz have had over the last 9 games. So John Collins seems to be thriving in his new bench role, which is great. Happy for that. So Walker Kessler continues to improve on defense. However, he needs to improve on being able to catch the more quote-unquote difficult passes. He's a lot like Rudy Gobert with his hands. He just can't catch some of the passes he gets. It's unfortunate, but he is only in his sophomore season. Also, I got to call this out because why doesn't Kelly Olynyk shoot more? I don't understand why he isn't just jacking up like 10 threes a game. Because he's a great three-point shooter. He's an amazing three-point shooter. If you're behind the three-point line and you are at all open, just jack it up. I don't care. Jack them all up. Shoot. You're a great shooter. Why aren't you shooting more? Those are kind of my key points for the Jazz. I was going to go into the Mavs. Honestly, what I'll say about the Mavs is that Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving, they struggled. Jaden Hardy was really a spark for them. He made shots when they needed it and really kept it close on his own, kind of in the first half and even in the third quarter. But you're not going to do very well when your two star players are struggling in the game. You're just not going to do very well. Well, that's going to do it for this video. If you like the content, found it useful or entertaining, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. It really helps me out. And if you didn't like it, please let me know what you didn't like. I love constructive criticism. I want to get better at this. I'm new at it, and I want to get better. So if you didn't like it, please let me know where I can improve and where I can get better and what I can do better. Other than that, no matter what happens, win, lose, or draw, good, bad, or ugly, we're going to react to it right here on React to NBA. Thanks for watching.